Good evening. You're here on 997 Bridge FM. You're here on the Toy Box Show with Mr. Grumps, myself, Bev, and Leslie. We have some special guests in here tonight. We've got Brian Lee Watson. He's here talking about his £66, 11 and tuppence.
Hi,
and
Bev.
Hello, Brian. Come closer.
Hi, Bev. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Nice
How are you?
Here. Nice to be here. Wonderful.
Good. You're here to talk about the £66, 11 and tuppence.
Absolutely, yes.
A bit about the movie.
Okay.
When you started making the movie and where it's at now.
Yeah. Okay. The film was based on a true story about my childhood, set in 1958. Beautiful mother, neat little dog, alcoholic father, hungry children. We went out and we found some money to buy some food, and we took the food home, but the police were sort of hanging around a little bit, so we got ourselves in big trouble. So this is a true story. These children here played it so well. They're just absolutely wonderful. They were beautiful.
Yes, I actually saw part of that movie myself, and it is a very, very good movie and very moving. I was actually sitting there, I was very, very upmoved, especially with the children, how they were acting. And we have Charlotte, Abby. Charlotte, say hi.
Hello.
Hello, and hi Charlotte. How old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
Wow, you did very well in the movie.
Thank you.
And there's Abby. Move close, Abby.
Hello.
Hello, how old are you, Abby?
I'm 10.
Good work. And Flynn, and how old are you, Flynn?
Hi, I'm 12.
Fine, tell us a little bit more about where you're going with this movie.
It took us quite a while to shoot it, to get it right. We really wanted it right. It's taken a long time to edit and do the colouring in it, and we put the beautiful 50s colour in it, the browns and the yellows, and it just looks absolutely fabulous now. It's ready to go to the sound guy and have all the sound done in it and all the music put in and really polished up. And it's 50 minutes. It's a full feature. So what we do with it after the premiere, we're unsure. We were looking for a distributor, and we've invited a few people to come along. So we feel that every child in the world should see this film. There you go.
Oh, wow. And if you're looking for a distributor, how do people get in touch with you? You've got a website,
yes,
of course.
www.brianleewatson.com.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to find.
And Brian, I believe you made another film, a 6-minute film last year, and presented it to Tropfest.
There was a little film called Homeless. Yeah, we sort of wrote it overnight and filmed it the next day.
Yep.
And that ended up really quite a neat little film. It was a little bit raw and stuff, and I think that's what the Redcliffe people liked about it.
Yeah,
so,
lovely.
So that was good. We're also premiering another film on the same night. It's a 10-minute adult comedy, but we've taken all the naughty words out because we're going
well, I hope so. If they're going to have children there, we don't want any naughty words, thank you.
And that one is called Mabel's Surprise.
Yes, I actually saw a bit of that today. We won't go there. Now, Charlotte, tell us a bit about yourself, your part in the movie.
My part in the movie, she kind of thinks that she's older than everyone else and she wants to be the boss. And even though I'm the youngest in my family, I think that's a bit like me.
Don't tell me you're a bossy boots at home.
Maybe.
How many children in your family?
2.
2. And who is it? Who's the other one?
My sister. She's 13.
All right. And you try and boss your sister?
Yep.
Naughty girl. What about mum and dad? I hope you don't boss the adults in your family.
I do to my dad.
Oh, no! No.
Love your work. Love your work, Charlotte. Now,
Okay. Abby, come closer.
Tell us a little bit about your part in the movie.
I played some hopscotch, and I got to introduce a couple of characters to each other.
Sensational. Very good. Yes, actually, I saw part of what you did in the movie today, and I thought, you did very well. Very, very well. I could never be on something like that. I would just be a bit nervous. But no, you played the part very well. And Flynn, come forward.
Hi.
Hello, Flynn. Tell us a bit about your part.
I play Brian's best friend, Stanley. And basically I'm just around having a bit of fun with everyone.
Well, and what are you like in real life then? We better ask you two. I haven't asked Abby yet, but what are you like in real life?
Pretty much the same. I'm a bit of a smarty pants though at school. So.
And how many in your family?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds big.
6 siblings.
What?
They're everywhere, scattered across Australia. So I've got one at home. She's my sister. She's 15. And then I've got 4 other sisters and a brother.
Wow, you lucky thing.
Absolutely. Now, Flynn, tell us, do you play a part in any other movie? Or you're obviously an actor and you love what you do. Do you play a part in any other movie?
So I've been acting since I was 4, and I've been doing a lot of films since then for various film companies and production companies and all that. Haven't really stopped to the day.
That's brilliant. Good on you.
Thank you.
How do you fit school in with this?
It's quite hard. Last year I found it quite hard, especially because I had 3 shows going on at once and filming, and then I got really sick for a week, and so I had to go to hospital, and then I had to squeeze all that in with exams and everything at school.
My goodness, and did you still pass everything?
Yeah, I did.
Gosh, that is fantastic. And girls, Abby, I'm back to you now. Tell me about your family. How many in your family?
I have 4. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
And are you a little bossy boots?
Sometimes.
And so are you are you anything like the character you play in the film?
Not really.
No, that's all right. So how do you girls fit in your schoolwork? You must be very disciplined because you need to keep up with your schoolwork as well as act.
Yeah, well, I go okay because if I am doing a film and I need to stay home or something, I'll just do it the next day or the next week.
So you fit it in somehow.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. It's great.
Yeah. And do any of you girls play a part in any other movie?
Yes, I've recently come back from Melbourne doing a horror film.
Horror film?
No.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I play a ghost,
That
who's
sounds
been
cool.
shot in the chest.
What? That sounds really cool. Oh, I like ghost movies.
Yeah,
scary
but the
for a
blood
child.
smelled like soy sauce, so...
Oh, okay.
A soy sauce ghost. Now, I've never heard of that before. Goodness me. What's the name of the movie?
The living space.
The Living Space. It sounds like the Dead Space to me. It's a ghost smelling like soy sauce.
And when this movie going to be out in?
I'm not really sure. Well, it's been made and it's been recently screened in LA.
Okay.
And I'm not really sure when it's coming.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure we'll hear about it. Brian, we'll come back to you.
Okay. Yep.
Hello, Brian. You all right? over there?
Yeah. Lovely.
Yes.
Brian, tell it. You're obviously from New Zealand.
Yeah. Born in Wellington. Yes.
Born in
New
Wellington,
Zealand,
yeah. And how long have you been here in Australia?
Permanently now about 15 years. Before that, on and off, spent a long time here. So yeah.
Must be very memorable movie. This, £66, 11 and tuppence. Must be very memorable, moving for you. But when you were making the movie, how does that make you feel? You know, so you're relaying back into your childhood. So that would make you feel.
Yeah, look, true stories are easy to write. They make sense because it happened in real life. So to write £66 was real quick. I wrote it. What prompted me to write it is my sister Eileen is the one that wrote on the typewriter in the film in the office. Okay. So she rang me one day years ago and she said, Brian, because she'd been retired for many years, she applied for a police typist job in a little town in New Zealand. And she rang me and she said, do you think I should tell them about my first typing effort? So that prompted me to make this film, and that's what prompted me to make it. And I thought, it's a complete story. It's a true story. It was easy to write, and these kids were just absolutely marvellous in it. And they grasped the whole thing with hardly me in explaining it. And they played hopscotch and marbles and climbed trees and
Things that doesn't happen these days.
No, it didn't happen.
No.
No. So they become normal kids in the film, which was just great to see. It was marvellous.
And well, after our sponsors, I'd just like to know, how did it make you feel? Because going back in life, but we have our very important sponsors to play for the moment. So we'll just take a short break and be back with Brian Lee Watson and the whole crew. 99.7 Bridge FM. We're coming up to 7:45, and we're speaking with Brian Lee Watson at the moment about his films and his film at the moment, and other things that he's been doing throughout his life. Just as I'm going to ask now, Brian, how did you feel when you were doing it? How did you actually feel going back into that sad part of your life? Because it sounded like it was quite sad.
It was quite moving. It was very moving, and to edit was a little difficult sometimes. You know, because songwriters and filmmakers, we're actually quite emotional people, so we have to overcome that emotion sometimes, because it's all about the feel. You know, music and film it's about the feel.
It is.
So filming was wonderful, because the kids brought the whole thing to life, and that was a wonderful part. The editing was difficult, because I had to put it all together and think about what happened in my childhood.
That's right.
So that was a difficult part of it.
Yes.
But have we succeeded? Yes. Is it a beautiful film? Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so you recommend it? Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Every child in the world should see this film.
And what about the adults?
Oh, the adults as well, because we're all kids at heart.
Yeah, of course
we're all
we
kids
are.
at heart. But you know, if I'd have set the film in 2016 or 2017, it wouldn't have worked, because the viewers would have said, "Oh, little shits."
Yeah.
But because it was 1958, and they could see David Nichol, who played the father, drinking while the kids were hungry. Okay, so at the end of the viewing, they're probably going to beat David Nichol up. And the wonderful person who played the mother, Rebecca Bradley, she's now living in England, and she's listening to this on a live internet.
Oh,
so she played a wonderful mother. She was so good with these kids, and she's wonderful.
Well, we say a big hi to her then.
Yes, we say a big hi to Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca, over there in the UK. Actually, from my hometown, London. So Brian, also David Nichol. Actually, I know David Nichol myself. Yeah. He's in Sydney now. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And he's listening tonight as well.
Yes, he's listening.
Hi, David.
Yeah, hi, David.
And where's your message you haven't sent me? Anyway, also Abby, do you mind coming forward, Abby? You're a Redcliffe girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you do some stage acting around Redcliffe, is that right?
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that. Where do you do your...
I do Royal Performing Arts Academy.
Yeah.
And I've been into musical theatre since we actually moved here. And it's been really nice.
Yeah, been very enjoyable.
Yes.
How long have you been here, Abby?
5 years.
5 years. And do you know any of the performances? And can you name any of the performances you were in?
I did Wizard of Oz.
Well, who were you?
I was a munchkin.
Oh, very cute.
And I did Musical the Night.
Oh, you're joking. Absolutely beautiful. Did you sing in that?
Yes.
Wow. Yes, keep going, sorry.
And I was in Mary Poppins.
Oh, who were you? The sister? No. Who were you in Mary Poppins?
I was just junior ensemble.
Mm-hmm. Very important.
And I've done some Mother's Day concerts, end of term concerts. And
wonderful.
Pantomimes.
Well, you should be an old hand at everything. Never get nervous? Ever get nervous?
Sometimes.
Well, that's fabulous. Good to hear, Abby. Now, you ready to Mr. Grumpy? Anything you'd like to ask? You've said nothing, so it's your turn. Kiwi, another Kiwi here.
Flynn and also Abby. Did you take any sort of acting lessons?
I have been taking acting lessons also since I've been about 5 years old.
Uh-huh.
All over the place, really. I've been
Yeah.
to a lot of different.
Yeah,
acting
sounds like you're a
places
fairly rounded sort of person. Abby, what about you?
I've been doing some drama classes,
Uh-huh.
and
You want to come here, you'll get drama classes all the time with Leslie around the place. And where do you hope to get, in about 10 years' time, where would you like to be?
I would like to be I would really like to be an actor or a singer.
And Flynn, I know where you'd like to be in 10 years' time.
Yeah, pretty much the same, really. I just want to
Yeah.
be a filmmaker, actor, anything in the arts.
Okay. With all this time you're spending with your acting and your training and everything else, do you ever get time to sit down and play with an iPad?
All the time, actually.
All the time. Amazing.
Yeah.
What about you, Abby?
Most of my life.
Oh, my goodness. And, of course, Charlotte, what about you, mate? Do you get to sit around and play with an iPad, or are you told what to do?
Most of the time I get to.
Now, I've got one other question to ask the boss there. I'm still trying to get my head around the title of this movie. Explain it.
£66, 11 and tuppence.
Yeah.
Now, when we found that money, we put it all out, and that's as far as we could count. We counted it a couple of times. It may have been a different amount, but that's as best. As kids, that's all we could count it at. £66, 11 and tuppence. We were hungry, and we took Mum home. This is a true story. We took Mum home some food because my mum was a beautiful mum, and she just wanted a piano on the corner and a picket fence, but she married the wrong person, and of course we had an alcoholic father, and he died at 62. I mean, he died of alcoholic poisoning, and my mum died earlier than that at 56 years of age. So her life was pretty crazy, and yeah, anyway.
Now, the research, I would imagine you'd have had to go back and do a lot of research, especially with the likes of the types of furnitures, and also the likes of prices of things in those days.
Yeah, we had to be really accurate.
Yeah.
We got stuff from right around the world. The golly, Millie's little golly. We had 11. By the way, there's 11 children in this film. So there's 3 of them here. So there's a few more children in this film, and a dog. And
Where's the dog?
Look, thank goodness you
So
said there was a dog. If there was a cat, mate, this interview would have been over.
And so we bought props from right around the world. The golly came from England. The four-marker table and chairs. We had the old 50s hutch, and we had Brenda Clare who built the set. Club come aboard with the classic cars, and we had Brenda Johnson made all the costumes for the kids because the dresses had to be and the clothes had to be 50s. Yeah, it was wonderful.
So
we had to be pretty accurate.
Yeah.
We had the old kookaburra jug, and it was lovely. The kitchen scene is really spot on.
Did you have much trouble trying to source some of these things you needed?
Yeah, a little bit. It took us a little while. It took us probably 6 months to 7 months to get it all together to make sure it was right.
Yeah, I know, because you walk into an antique shop and they want an arm and a leg for some of the stuff.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we had to pay for the kookaburra jug, quite good money for that. Growing up, because my father never paid the power bill, the electricity department come and put a little meter box in the hallway, so he used to put shillings
the old
in it
coins in it.
Yeah, coin thing.
Yeah.
So we couldn't find one of those, so I made it a Tupperware box, painted it black, and printed off the dials and made a knob in the front, and it looked absolutely fantastic. But we just couldn't find one of those.
Yeah.
But the old iron and the wooden ironing board and stuff, yeah, we found.
Sounds like it's going to bring back a lot of memories to to a lot of people, this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Leslie, shouldn't be any problem with her because she's known people for 100 years, so she's been around for a while, you see, So can you remember some of these things?
I can remember, and I've still got a lot of things at home too. You just remind me. My place it sounds just like that, so I'll feel quite at home.
There you go.
Okay, Brian, now just let's know once more if people want to get tickets.
www.brianleewatson.com. You hop on that website, all the information is on there, and it puts the links through to the tickets and the venue and the information and everything. There's a little clip. There's a little clip there of a little snippet of the film, and there you go.
That'd be lovely. Now, I'm sure Bev wants to do a couple more. We'll have to round up very, very shortly, Bev.
No, yeah, I'm just listening to Brian, because as I say, I've seen part of the movie today, and what you were saying about bringing the iron in and the little power box. I was amazed. I wouldn't even have thought that you had made that, because it just looked real. He come out, put the money in, having a go at the kids, went back in, drinking his alcohol. The whole story made me think, again, because it's a true story, it makes you think that's actually what you went through.
Yeah.
And that's an amazing story itself. So credit to you for doing that, Brian. Well done.
And a huge thanks to all the people that come aboard.
Yeah,
and help.
yeah.
Redcliffe people are just marvellous too. A lot of Redcliffe people come aboard and helped us. If we didn't have all the help, we couldn't make the film. There's no question about it. They're so costly that we have all this help, especially Redcliffe people. They just, yes, I'll come and do that, and they don't hesitate. And Bev's done the same in another film. She never hesitated and drove all the way out in the country and played her part and stuff.
Good on you, Bev.
Yeah. So
it's
and
fun.
that's what makes it all work, is the people that come aboard and they because they believe in you. And the first day we met in the hall, and there was 50 or 60 people there, and that blew me away. And I thought, wow, I really have to perform for these people because they put their trust in me. So
well done. Yeah, I think we have to wind up now. But we want to say a big thank you to all your cast, and that is Charlotte. Thank you, Charlotte, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
That's fine. And Abby, thank you very much.
It's okay, and thank you for having me.
And also Flynn.
Thank you. It's been a
And
pleasure.
also, no, that's a pleasure. And also to our big producer and director, massive movie, Brian Lee Watson. Well
thank you so much, guys. It's been absolutely wonderful here this evening. Thank you so much. Hey, let's do it again one time.
Yes, after your movie. And come and tell us all about it.
8th of November, Princess Theatre, brianleewatson.com. Hop on the web, have a look.
Fantastic. And if you want to find out any more, give us a call right here at 99.7 Bridge FM, 3284 5000. Thanks very much.